Hello, welcome back to me doing videos again. Sorry about the break. I will try to keep it a bit more constant now. As you may have guessed, I've been living on a farm with the chickens for a while and the internet is pretty bad down on the farm. So I'm going to try to get some more videos going. And one thing I would ask you to do, if you like my videos, please send me an email at simon@gingergm.com and suggest some openings that you may like me to see. Because I had one suggestion here from Olimpiu, who's a very good chess historian and really has a great wealth of knowledge, and he suggested a very crazy line with white. So I'm now going to see if I can get this line in, and it involves playing the crazy knight to h3 on the first move. You might be thinking, what on earth is this man talking about? Well, we will shortly see, hopefully. It's an opening I can only play with the white pieces, so I'm going to struggle to get this in with the black pieces, but I will give it a punt with the white pieces. And it's in the morning here, so I'm sticking with a coffee for now. I've had someone ask me to play Blitz chess after a couple of bottles of wine, which sounds like a lot of fun, but it is only 10 o'clock here, so I think that would be a little bit too early for me to start caning the wine at the moment. So hopefully we get a game soon. I am searching for a 5-minute game at the moment, and sometimes it takes a bit of time on chess ICC, what I'm using. But the idea today is to play knight to h3 and play a line which apparently, according to Olimpiu, was first played. I've got the information in front of me. Oh, here we go, and I've got white. Let's give it a go. Okay, so this is the new and crazy line. And a lot of people get... Okay, here we go. So the line now, okay, I'm following the theory, is g3. Let's see if I get it in. This was first played by Tartakower. Okay, h5. Now, that is not a move I had planned when I went for my extensive opening knowledge of this. And that seems like a very good move my opponent's played. That's thrown me out of the theory. I'll discuss the theory of this opening later on, but for now, I better work out what on earth I'm going to do against this push that my opponent has played. Good move, I think, that one. So what do we do? That's really... I mean, because h4 is a really nasty threat that he's going to try to play here, so I'm already looking a little bit stuck here. Okay, well let's go for some counter-attack in the centre. I'm hoping the Tartakower opening, and by the way, do not try this at home, kids. This is really should be the 2 bottle of wine variation. This really should only be a variation you play after at least 2 bottles of wine. It's certainly not something to teach juniors and to discuss the way to play chess, because you could end up getting horribly crushed, which I will try to avoid doing here. But there was a very interesting line, which hopefully I'll get in another game, which I can demonstrate in a video later on. And, you know, I'm here. You send me your suggestions of openings at simon@gingergm.com, and I will try to give those openings a go. Well, you know, this hasn't gone totally disastrously bad for me, has it? I don't know, maybe it has. Okay, well that's a good move. It's getting very, very weird, this position already, and I like weird. Now, what a strange position we have. Now, one thing I don't want to do here is castle, and after 2 bottles of wine, that may well have been a move that I could have been tempted to play. So let's avoid... You can probably see what happens if I'd have castled. Like I said, I will show you what madness I had up my sleeve against some of these other lines. This is very, very interesting. Well, look at these knights. This is some white knight magic here. They're dancing around the board. Not sure if I should put my knight there, to be fair. How do I get my friendly bishop out here? And what am I doing? Am I just doing some really stupid stuff here? Wouldn't be the first time. And probably won't be the last. Well, I was going to say Pat's the Caesar check. Now, okay, well, I have to do something with my bishop. So I want to go b4, bishop b2. Maybe play like this. This is the only thing I can think of here. Maybe my last move by punting my knight forwards wasn't the best. Do I go forwards? Do I retreat? I don't like retreating, but let's just keep it near my king, because my king's looking a little bit strange. And at least we have a unique position here. Okay, here comes Barry the B-pawn. We got to get Barry the B-pawn rushing down the board. And we love giving our pawns names, don't we? Barry the B pawn. And my idea here is to go bishop b2, exchange off the dark square bishops. Maybe I can now castle. My king looks reasonably safe over there. So what do we do? Do we go for Barry, or maybe we get our queen out now? I want to defend a2, maybe threaten to keep pushing Barry the b pawn. We like Barry the b pawn. He's a nice pawn. And I've got a useful pin on my opponent's king. My opponent always has this knight d4 move, which is quite annoying for me, but I guess this position is roughly equal. Can't be too unhappy with the way things have gone. And there we go, knight d4. So I believe now I should keep pushing old Bazza the b pawn. Here he comes, threatening the piece on d4. He might not notice, you never know. And what a strange position we have. Now I kind of feel like I can't castle here because e2 drops, so I'm slightly concerned about this. I'd like to play knight to c5, but then maybe my opponent goes f4. Let's try this. This looks very complex now. If he goes f4, he threatens my rook, and I can go knight to e4 then. So I'm hoping this will be a successful launch of this crazy Tartakower opening, apparently. An opening that the famous chess player Tartakower played in simultaneous. I don't mean to be disrespectful to my opponent by trying strange openings out. It is Blitz chess after all, and we can all play whatever we like at the start of the game. There's no offence meant. I hope he doesn't take it personally. I had a couple of opponents in my life in real games, FIDE rated games, where I've played some strange openings, and they've been really offended by it and say, how can you play this rubbish against me? You'll give me no respect. And I'm like, well, come on, if you can't beat this rubbish, it's kind of your fault, you know? Okay, so, well, I'm very tempted to now go pawn grabbing. Shall we grab this one? And now Barry's getting quite near now, but my opponent has a nice central position here. So it's a finely balanced. And I really want to castle, but then I drop my pawn on e2. So this knight on d4 gives my opponent great compensation. I'd probably rather be black here. So how do we continue? Well, it looks so risky taking on h3. I need to get my king somewhere where it can feel a little bit more secure about its future. Now, I could take off this knight on d4. Maybe I will do, because that's a really annoying piece. But he's got two bishops now. Clear compensation. But at least I can try to get castled. Okay, I'm not liking this. Something, you know, like you have your spider sense go sometimes in chess. The spider sense goes ding ding. My spider sense is kind of it's not happy at the moment. There's something a little bit suspicious about my position, and my opponents play very sensible chess. And like always, I'm getting a bit short of time here, so I need to bunk up my time control. Okay, and my spider senses are still a little bit on alert, so let's try to get my knight out of jail here, shall I? Okay. Something just feels a bit suspicious. If I can get my knight to c6 and castle, I'll be a lot more happier here, but that's not... I don't know. It just feels a bit suspicious. Sometimes you just have these suspicious things, but we will analyse the game afterwards, and I'll show you this weird and wonderful opening that Olimpiu, who you can find on Twitter if you search for him, very good chess. Wow, there we go. Look at this. This is a great move for my opponent. Sometimes you have to hand it to your opponent. And, well, he's trying to crush me. He wants to take on f2 and crush me. And who can blame the guy? Okay, well, I need to stop him going rook d8. So my knight defends that square. And I think this, I mean, time-wise, okay, now it's over to blitz mode. I'm getting my blitz shoulders going. I don't know what that look was I did. Okay, so he wants to go into this square here. That's a good move, very good move, I think. Can I just go rook c1 though? Let's try rook c1, unless I'm missing something. That seems to get another piece into the game. And he comes back here. Well, that's surprising, isn't it? Well, I should have gained from that. Let's try to get my pieces back to more central squares. I mean, I could have taken on e7, but I like my knight covering d8, so I want to bring my pieces back around to where they are going to be a little bit more comfortable. And I should be better here, I feel. I want to get the queens off, of course, the queen c5. If I can swap the queens off, my king can live to fight another day. So let's get that one in. He'll probably take on h2. I take on e7, and I can start some kind of counter-attack here. And, you know, I'm only attacking my queen. So, okay, well, let's just keep taking things. Seems like a good idea, doesn't it? And now he's getting his threats going. Okay, I have to defend that one. And, okay, so he's coming where? Coming where? Well, okay, let's... Very murky now. I'm going to have to, okay, play very quickly, threatening his bishop. Check. Whoa, hello, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Oh, so this looks like a success for the opening. Wow, okay, well, that was interesting. Right, I'm now going to show you what my idea is with this 2 bottle of wine variation. So I've worked out how to put the analysis on now, which is good. And let me just show you what my crazy, well, not necessarily my crazy plan, but this crazy suggestion that Olimpiu sent me. So the idea is, after knight h3, d5, to go g3. And now normally, I think most people, oh, can I not make moves? That's really annoying if I can't analyse here. Analysis, how do I analyse? Well, I still obviously haven't cracked this, have I? I want to make a move with the pawn, but it's not allowing me to do that. Oh, that's most annoying. Okay, looks like I've got some more work to do. I'm still trying to get there. But the idea is, if you can follow this line, I'll try to show it to you verbally, is that black goes e5 in this position. And after pawn to e5, I go f4. Can you Adam or Eve it? That's Cockney rhyming slang. And after f4, my opponent goes bishop takes h3. This is a lot to follow. I will try to get this in a game. I go bishop takes h3. My opponent takes on f4. And then I castle kingside. And I basically give up all my pawns on the king side. So I give up 3 pawns for lots of open lines. And it looks like a lot of fun to play. So that's the idea. Unfortunately, I can't show you that on the board here. I think my opponent played an excellent move here, actually, h5. This seems like a very good response. And then, okay, if we go on with the game, let's just maybe have a look what the computer says. Still doesn't like my position. But I do at least manage to win a pawn here. But my opponent now strikes back in the centre. And it's always horrible. I should warn you, when you fianchettoed your bishop, it doesn't matter what opening it is, for example, even here. I fianchettoed my light square bishop. That is one piece you do not want to exchange off because it's always a good defender for your king. So try to avoid exchanging off your fianchettoed pieces defending your king. It's not a good idea to do that. And okay, so I have to play really cagely here. And around here, maybe I'm just about okay. And now when you're trying to develop, of course, you need to look at what pieces are not developed. As I mentioned, my bishop on c1, how do I get that into the game? I want to get it to b2. To get it to b2, I need to get Barry, the b pawn, rolling up the board. And let's watch Barry go. Well, here it comes. And around here, at least I developed everything, and it is quite a murky position. But my opponent played very well with knight to d4. This is a good central square, and this gives him very good compensation. And I think I prefer to be black here because my king is a little bit less stable than my opponent's. It's only one. I'm not even a pawn up here, am I? What am I talking about? So I will be in a minute. But yeah, I mean, this must be a little bit better. But, you know, if your position's a bit dodgy anyway, you might as well take material. And this is what I was able to do here. At least grab a pawn. And let's just see if there's any moment around here where my opponent missed a win. Because it looks like I had my spider senses going here. And now the computer is suggesting that black should take on b4. I can't move the pieces here. I'm going to have to sort this out for the next game. Excuse me for that. Take on b4 and go c5. And it gives him as a +3 point advantage. So that, yeah, maybe my spider senses were rocking and rolling correctly there. But anyway, okay, at the end it all got very murky, and I don't know what on earth was going on around here. I think here I'm probably a lot better, and, well, it was a messy game. So let's see if I can get Tartakower Gambit in the future. I will try again, and I will get this triple pawn sack in, and I would also work out how to use the computer as well at this point. So, cheers for viewing. I will try to keep the videos up again now that I have internet connection. And, yeah, let's see how many videos I can get going, and let's see if I can get my rating up a little bit as well. I mean, it might be a bit tricky if I keep playing these rubbish openings, but what can we do? Okay, cheers. See you again soon.